live over there. Hey everybody, this is Jamie from Jamin Leather. We're here to talk about a few things, and Ryan's going to help me out there. Ryan, say hey to everybody.
Hello.
I'm wearing my fancy shades here. They just came in the store, so if you're in Myrtle Beach, you can get a copy of this for yourself. And you never know, you might see something else you might want, like maybe a leather shirt or jacket or pants or chaps or who knows what else. But we're here for you, so we want to make sure that you're available. And we got a special set of guests here today. We're going to talk about a few things. But we're going to be talking to BACA in a few seconds. That's Bikers Against Child Abuse. They are a fabulous club. We've done a lot of work with them in the past, and we plan on doing it in the future as well. So that's one thing we're going to talk about today. What else are we going to talk about today, Ryan?
Oh, we got the leather trivia as well.
We got
to talk about that.
We got the. We're going to be talking about We're going to be talking about leather vests. We got 3 styles of leather vests that we're going to talk about because obviously, you know, it's Easter. I said Halloween earlier, but it's Easter, and there's lots of candy. So when you think candy, I think Halloween and Easter. But yes, we're going to be talking about 3 different vests and 3 different jackets in a little bit, so we can get familiar with where to hide your Easter candy, or at least hide it from the kids. How about that? That's probably a better idea because, you know, we don't need the candy, but we take it anyway, right? Don't we, guys?
We do.
Okay. Well, let me get the vacation shades off, and we're going to start talking to. Now, like I said, BACA is a great group. I wanted to talk to them today and to find out a little bit more about what they do, when they do it, how they do it. So we're going to start with the president, and Ronan's here to help us out. So Ronan, come over here. See, there's our lines right there that we have to stand between for TikTok. Hey, Ronan, nice to see you. Come over just a little bit, just so they can all see you there.
Sure.
Ronan is the president, and you've been doing this for quite some time. Actually, you just started, got your chapter, the local chapter.
Correct.
What is it called?
About a year and a half ago, PD chapter.
It's a PD chapter.
Bikers Against Child Abuse, PD chapter.
My PD chapter. So they're just sanctioned or whatever. What do they call it? Technical term?
It's a chartered.
Chartered.
Yeah, right.
You got it chartered just about a year and a half ago.
Exactly right.
Yeah, so it was a great experience. I was there for the event that they got it all charted, and I'd love to see all the guys hugging and getting really into it. It was really a lot of fun.
It was a great time.
So
great time.
I want to share with everybody. I want you to share with everybody. Let them see your logo on the back for a second. Turn around there so they can see what the BACA logo looks like. Now, if you're riding around, you see these guys, make sure you give them a nice wave welcome or whatever.
Right.
They do a great job on the road, and a great bunch of guys.
Thank
So
you.
start off with telling me about BACA and what it's all about, and just the basics. Let's start there.
Sure. Thank you. I appreciate the opportunity to be in front of your viewers. BACA was started back in 1995 and it was started by a child play therapist who was dealing with a licensed child play therapist who was dealing with an abused child, and the child kept going up on happiness level and then down and then up and down, and he couldn't figure out why, because the child was, when he left the therapy session, he was having issues. So this child play therapist was also rode a motorcycle, and he said, I wonder if I got my buddies together, whether or not we would be able to ride into this therapy session and what the kid's reaction would be. And they did, and it was so positive. And long story short, that was the kernel of the idea that generated BACA.
Sure.
And that happened back in Provo, Utah, like I said, back in 1995. So we're going on about 29 years now.
Wow.
And we're in 49 states, multiple chapters in states, and we are also in 18 countries around the world. So we're an international organization. We're a 501c3.
Okay, tell me about the mission of what you really are going forward with. What is the chapter really doing?
Okay, we're here in the community because what we like to do is we focus in on what our mission statement is, and our mission statement is a little bit lengthier, but the core of it is we empower abused children to not feel afraid of the world in which they live. And how do we do that? We show up for these kids. You have to remember that an abused child, whether it be physical abuse or sexual abuse or whatever it might be, has taken choices, had choices taken away from them, right? So they don't know what it is to feel part of something because they've been kind of removed from that and they're scared, they're living scared. And so what we do is based upon the child's desire to want to have BACA in their lives, we bring that child into our family. And part of that is providing them with a vest, right? It's a denim vest, but they get to choose the patch, they get to choose their road name, and their road names are pretty funny sometimes. Head Smasher, and it's just all kinds of fun things, Pinky, and so it's a lot of fun for the kids. They get so excited when we roll up on what we call a level 1. And a level 1 is where we make that ceremony where we bring them into the family. They actually get a chance to come outside. They see us roll up. Their faces glow. And the next thing you know, we get around them and we present them with the things that make them part of the BACA family. And then I become their big brother. Salty, for example, my sister over here, she becomes their big sister. And we handle both boys and girls, anywhere from the ages of 3 at the earliest age, which is just horrifying to think about, all the way up to 18 when they age out and they're of legal emancipation age. Right. So, but that's what we do. So the community recognizes us now as doing something really positive in the area, and we handle about four counties in here. We have Orion, Georgetown, and Florence and Marion counties, and a little bit of Darlington actually. So it's got us pretty busy.
It's a big area to cover. Absolutely.
It is, yeah.
Absolutely.
But it's a mission where we're all volunteers. We don't get paid a dime for this. We just do it because if it's not us, who's it going to be that steps up and help these kids?
You have to care. Absolutely.
Yeah, there's an old saying that goes, you never stand so tall as when you stoop to help a child. That's true here.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now you mentioned Salty.
Yes.
And she's right here. Salty, come over and she could talk to us over here.
Come
Here
on
she
in,
is.
Salty.
She is the famous BACA representative here. She's here to help us with our interview today. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you.
Now some of the experiences that you've had, what are some of the highlights of doing what you do that you can maybe share with us now?
Well, we can't share too much.
I understand that.
But what I think the best thing is when you do this, you empower these children. And what you get back from it is just probably so much more. You empower them, and you yourself are empowered by this. And it's just an amazing feeling to walk away and know that you've helped them, and actually you've really helped yourself too in the long run.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
I
You
hear
really walk away with something good.
You go into. I hear you go into court sometimes.
We do.
You actually go into the homes sometimes.
We do.
Is that correct?
Yes, that's
I mean,
correct.
is there other places that meeting places? I guess you do this on occasion.
It's what the child
Yeah.
wants. If the
Okay.
child wants to meet us in a park, we'll meet in the park.
Sure,
if the child
sure.
wants to meet us in the security of their home, we'll meet them there. When it comes to court, we follow these children all the way through to their court dates, so that they have the ability to testify in front of the perp, right? And we give them that courage. We actually surround them in the courtroom, literally surround them, so that they don't feel as though anybody can get to them. Sometimes the judges allow us to wear our cuts, and other times they don't. But that doesn't mean we're not there for the kid, right? And at the end of the day, that child is able to get up, testify, tell their truth, and walk away with such empowerment, regardless of which way the court case goes, because not all court cases work out in a total conviction or a conviction, but many do, because the testimony is that compelling as is the evidence.
I guess it must be challenging because you're dealing with the parent in most of these cases.
In some of these
Yeah,
cases,
some of
correct.
them.
Some of them, okay.
Otherwise it's potentially a relative, sometimes it's a neighbor, it's all over the place.
So it almost doesn't matter if who's really involved with it. It's really just protection of the children,
Child,
and that's what it's all about. Absolutely.
You want that child to not live in fear. So that you don't want them walking into the courtroom and being petrified. You want them confident to be able to walk up to the stand and testify.
How do you get notified from, through the children? Is it other professional people that actually contact you as a group?
The professional community knows about us. That's called awareness. And Salty is actually our event coordinator, and she's also now acting as our agency liaison. So her efforts are such that we get the word out to like DSS, law enforcement, different therapy organizations, counseling organizations, the schools, whatever it might be, so that they can take one of those pamphlets, right, a trifold we call it, and hand it to the parent or guardian. And then the parent or guardian is responsible for contacting the hotline that's on the back of the flyer.
We have those in our store.
I know you do, and
Make
we
sure
appreciate
you
that.
give us extra, because I think a few of them already left,
Yeah,
so in case
yeah.
you need or know about it, but
Yeah.
that's cool.
And as a matter of fact, not only do we have these in English, but we have them in Espanol as well. As a matter of fact, we have several members within our group that fluently speak Spanish.
How good are you with your Spanish?
I'm horrible with it.
Okay,
That's
how
why I
about- how
have
about you,
other
Salty?
members.
I can
You're
sign,
fluent. You can sign
like
language?
make believe.
Oh.
Right.
It works well. Trust me, it works well.
Nobody knows.
I've got one finger that works really well for me.
Yeah,
But besides that, that's about all I know about signing, so.
Yeah.
I got you on that.
So once it gets out there, Jamie, and we work in the community, then like I said, the parent or guardian contacts us on our hotline. And then we determine whether or not that child is a good fit for BACA. We make an initial visit to that child's home or park or wherever it is to meet the child with the guardian or the parent at that time. And we do an assessment of each other. The child has to, there's some criteria. The child has to be living in fear. The child has to have had a reported case to law enforcement or to a social service. But it has to be a reported case. And the perp cannot be living in the house for obvious reasons, because you would just be, not getting anywhere. You'd be banging your head against the wall. Right? So those three criteria are met, then that child is a suitable fit for BACA if that child wants. We never want to force
Of course,
the
of course.
BACA relationship on the child. It's just not cool. So once the child says, yes, I'd like to have you here, then we arrange for that level 1, that ceremony that I had mentioned before,
Sure.
where we bring the child into the family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It must be a challenge if the person that's involved is a parent or something, and in trying to get that, sometimes you don't have that separation just yet for the child. Is that generally true in some cases?
Well, it's
You don't get involved until there is a separation.
well, it's if the perp is the parent. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes, that's my
Right,
implication.
okay. Yeah,
And I'm
right.
sorry if that's an implication that's.
Yeah, no, and it can
Generic,
be. I
yeah.
mean, it happens way too often,
Sure.
right?
Yeah.
So that child might be looking for a father figure or a mother figure, and that's why we have women in our group. Women are full patch members in BACA because they bring a certain aspect, that nourishing, nurturing aspect to a relationship where, let's say, a male was the perpetrator. Okay, the child might rely more on the woman.
Sure.
In our group, right? Vice versa, because there are female perps, right? And the child then might say, I need the protection of a man.
Sure.
Okay, and that's what we do. We step in
Absolutely.
regarding, or the child doesn't have that kind of anxiety and is welcoming to everybody. Okay, and that's what we work towards. We want them to understand we're their big brothers and sisters. They don't have to worry about anything, and they can call us at 3 a.m. If they want to, because each child is assigned 2 primary contacts.
Gotcha.
There can be 2 males, 2 females, and at any time, if that child is scared, they can call up, and we can kind of walk them off the edge and say, okay, what, you're just having a nightmare? Okay, no problem. Wait a minute, somebody's at your door. I need you to call 911.
Right.
I'm going to call 911. I'll see you shortly.
Right,
And we
right,
get to
right.
those kids and we protect those kids.
Wow,
And we
yeah.
will show up regardless of the time of night, and we will post ourselves around that child's property so that that child can go back to sleep.
So you probably have more than one member that'll show up with you.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, we make sure we travel in force. Wink, wink.
That's why. Now you mentioned cut. Now, just in case people are not necessarily understanding the word cut, it actually refers to their vest, and their vest that's all decorated with the cut, with their logo on the back. Show them again the back, the logo.
Yeah,
there.
why don't you
There we
show
go.
us? There you go.
That's one of many that.
Right.
So, and she's proudly supporting it here. So
Very proudly.
we are, we're here to make sure that you guys are familiar and aware of these guys being out there on the road, and they're out there for a reason and with a cause, and a fabulous cause it is for sure. So, tell me something about maybe let's talk about fundraising for a little bit.
Sure.
We've done some work with you in the past, and we plan on doing some in the future. But where does the money go that you actually were able to put together?
Every penny of the money that's raised on our behalf, whether we're doing the fundraising event or at the generosity of your organization, you're doing it for us. every cent of that goes towards child therapy. So if a family can't afford a therapist, or they need some supplies, and I'm not talking about food supplies, I'm talking about like therapy supplies, whether it be equestrian therapy or whether, out in the woods kind of therapy, whatever it might be. If they don't have the funds to do that, we'll pony up the money for them. So again, we're all volunteers. Nobody takes the time, not even to put gas in our tanks. We're just very strict about that, and so we rely on the good graces of the organizations like Jamin Leather, for example, who holds an event for us twice a year during Bike Week down here, and that ride that we take, which is based out of here, and then we wind up back here with your auction, which is great because we get that those proceeds coming to us as well, and we really appreciate that, man. But it gets us out for awareness, because that's the other thing that Salty and I really work on, is making sure the community is aware of what we're doing, and these fundraising events, they play right into that.
Yeah, and it shows their colors, and that's what the logo is on the back, is their colors, and it shows around town that they're out and about, and having them here during Bike Week. The majority of bikers, I should say, virtually all bikers that I'm aware of, are great people, and a lot of them come and stay at our store. So for those of you, so it leads me to a question like,
Sure.
does the child who's young, that doesn't understand what bikers and community of bikers are, when you might see all this negativity on TV and movies and stuff, does that come into play sometimes with the kids?
Not really, because the stereotypes those stereotypes really come from their parents down to them, okay? But once we meet them in that initial visit, they understand that we're only in this for the kids' benefit, right?
Yeah.
So, and what kid doesn't like loud, noisy bikes riding up for them, right? Because this is specifically for them. They stand out there so proud. The neighbors are looking around, and these guys are here for me.
Absolutely.
And so they love that. Nice shiny motorcycles, loud noises, and again, we work with law enforcement, so they know we're rolling into this child's location.
And
right?
they all want to ride.
Yeah.
Oh, they do.
They
They all
do.
want to ride.
Can I get on the back?
They can't all ride, but if they're
They're
age
too little.
appropriate,
Yeah.
I'll take them for a little
They'll
spin.
still ask, I'm sure.
Oh, they
Yeah,
will.
they
Oh,
will.
absolutely. Yeah. You hate to
They
say
will.
no, right? Yeah.
They will.
So Salty, tell me what the best part of this club is that you can share with us.
Well, one is I have a family. My family is amazing, and I have a worldwide family, which is it's mind blowing that I can go anywhere and.
She's saying the BACA family.
My
BACA,
BACA
that's what
family,
she's
my
getting at.
BACA family.
Okay,
It
good.
is, it's amazing. I knew of BACA before I joined BACA, and I thought it was amazing then. I seen it from the outside view, looking in, which I thought was like, this is amazing. And then when I actually joined BACA, then I kind of realized what it was like to be on the inside of BACA and how it really did work. How the kids are really empowered by BACA, how just their fear is kind of let go, and their nervousness goes away, and how they're able to play as a child again, how they're not afraid to go outside and bike ride with their friends. For the child itself, that's my joy, is to see these kids look up. Instead of looking down all the time, they can actually lift their heads and be proud. We kind of take that that sadness away from them. We kind of that's all about the empowerment with them.
They get to be a child again,
Yes,
right?
and
That's what you
I
want.
swear, and I after their bike ride, they get off that bike, and I always say, and I always go up to them, I give them a fist bump, and I like, now you're a badass, because they are now.
Yeah.
They
We
feel
have
that way.
made, and whether or not we didn't do that for them, we helped them do that.
Right.
And they were the ones that made that decision to get on that bike, and because they did it, they get off feeling empowered.
Sure.
So, and then they'll have us,
Absolutely.
forever, basically, I think.
So some of the times when we meet these children, they are so beaten down, they can't lift their head off the ground, they're just totally shut in. And once we warm up to them, and they warm up to us a little bit, and they decide that they're gonna sit on the bike, and then, oh yeah, let's go for a ride. If I could can that smile and
Yes.
sell it, I'd be a multi-millionaire. I'm telling you, it's wild.
I know, I think that is one of the most fun things of the whole entire process is to get these kids on that bike, even if they don't ride, to sit on it.
Right.
I mean, some of them are so little, they just want to, ring bells and press all the buttons, and they're
That's
going
okay.
from running from bike to bike to bike, and just to see them running and having fun and laughing and just making noise, that alone is a treasure.
They get to be a kid.
Well, tell me about membership to get new members. Tell me about what the requirements are for them to participate or be part of what you do. Why don't you share us with that?
Well, you never have enough members, and when I say that, it's because the problem is so pervasive, right? I really wish that we could work ourselves out of this organization, right? But there's a need for it. It's a big need. So yeah, we need members all the time. There's just a couple of criteria. It's you need to be at least 18 years old, have access to a motorcycle, be able to pass a background check. Now that doesn't mean, which is an FBI background check, it doesn't mean that you can't have ever had a record for, it doesn't even bother me if it's even like a small burglary or something like that when you were a kid. It's no violence against women and children. That will not stand in this organization for obvious reasons, right? But everybody, no, I'll say everybody, but a lot of us have run afoul of the law. No murders, no heavy felonies. But those are the kind of, right?
I tried.
know, right? No, you can't do it, right?
No, can't.
So,
Too many people know.
right. So, and you can't have had arresting authority.
Right.
In other words, because of where we play and operate, we're not allowed to have existing police officers, former police officers, military
Absolutely,
police,
that makes sense.
nobody with arresting authority,
Sure,
right?
sure.
And other than that, if you can meet those requirements, I would encourage anybody who's interested after seeing this, or if they've been on the fence about BACA, to come to one of our meetings, which are held on the second Sunday of every month. The next one will be on the 14th at the VFW Hall up in, or down in Murrells Inlet,
Okay.
and 10 a.m.
We're definitely going to be able to put their website, as well as a Facebook. You have a Facebook?
There's
as
a
well?
Facebook page,
And-
but that's the international page.
Okay, then you have a locals page as well?
No, I don't,
Okay, you're
because
gonna have
we,
eventually.
because the fact is, we let international, because we're so protective
Right,
of our logo.
Okay.
Because the logo, the patch,
Right.
is recognized by so many children that it can't get polluted, it can't get diluted, it's got to be what it is, and we
Sure.
can't have everybody out there with it. And that's why you and I have exchanged those things in the past,
Yeah.
putting the logos on, right?
Making
Because
sure it's correct, yeah.
the last thing you want is a child falling for a fake patch.
Right.
Because any child in that's a BACA kid, if they see this patch, they know that they can come up to me, her, whoever is wearing that patch, and they know that they're safe with us, and we'll get them to safety.
Generally, it's true that the patches wouldn't be worn in singular sense anyway. There'd be more than one of you riding
Always.
together always.
Yeah,
So keep that in mind.
Most
That's
likely,
the obvious
it's
Most of the time
it's
we
like
run
a
event.
two-man.
Yeah.
to prevent for the possibility of someone taking over or thinking that they can overshadow what the facts are. So
Yeah. We have what's called a two-patch rule. We always go, and when we present ourselves to a child, it's always two patches.
Gotcha.
This way, there's no, there can't be any impropriety, there can't be any finger pointing, nothing, because we each have each other as a witness.
Absolutely.
Right, because there are some families out there, or some children that are in environments where it's really sketchy, and they need to know that they can rely on both of us. Okay, any two members, they're primaries, and they can rely on the entire BACA family, both here and internationally. So you have to be able to recognize that patch. So.
I do have an event coming up that
Sure.
I'd like to announce.
Okay.
We have an event on April 6th
Okay.
at the Moose Lodge, number 1959.
Right around the corner.
Yep, on, I don't know how to say that, Burkali Road?
Burkell Road.
Burkali.
Yeah,
I say
Burkell Road.
Burkali. I
That's
used to
it.
call it Barnacle Road, but
That's
people
that's
kept
an
correcting
Italian
me.
in you.
People were correcting me. But it's from 2 to 6 on that Saturday, and the rain date is the following day. It is an event open to everyone. My idea to this event was basically to have as many kids to come as possible, and this day they get to make their choices. They're getting free food items for lunch. They'll be getting a free ice cream from Mr. Softy. They'll be able to pick out whatever they want to drink. They'll be able to play whatever games they want to play. They can go on a bouncy house if they want. They can go down the slide if they want. They can listen to music if they want. They can run around if they want. This is kind of like their day. But it also is an event that it opens up the whole month for April Child Abuse Awareness Month.
Okay,
And,
absolutely.
and we're doing the denim thing.
We are doing, yes, we did add into a denim drive. So it's a drive for denim blue, we prefer blue, denim jackets or denim vests. And we are
Sleeve or
accepting,
sleeveless,
yeah,
right,
sleeve or
yeah.
sleeveless.
Sure.
And those are the vests that we give to kids. And
Right.
that's where they pick out their road names and everything, and that's
Sure.
what the kids get. So that's, we need them to give to the children.
Right.
So we ask for donated ones, gently used ones. So there's gonna be a box set up all month at the Moose Lodge, number 1959, and you can bring them by there and just put them in that box. All month.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So when this video is over, obviously they're going to want to know. So basically, who do they get in touch with for any additional information? Because this may play over and over and over again, way past that date.
Sure.
So I just want to share that
Okay.
with everybody. How are they going to get in touch with you
Okay.
first initially?
You can reach out via email to president at PD, letter P, D, as in David, hyphen SC for South Carolina, .bacaworld.org.
Okay, I'm going to make sure that's printed at the bottom
Right.
of the next video,
Right.
the edited one.
That'll come to me.
Yeah.
I typically answer all those
Sure.
requests that people have interest in joining or just have follow-up questions. Yeah.
That's very good. That's very good. Now, you had not just the one event that you talked about. We have other events. We got the fundraiser coming
Yeah,
up
that's right.
that we do
Fundraiser,
with BACA.
Jam
So
and
on-
James.
That's
why
the
don't you-
following month.
That's in May. It's during Bike Week, and this is going to be on Thursday of Bike Week. We do it usually Thursday or Saturday during Bike Week, whether the spring or the fall. So you have to check the mbeventguide.com website, and you'll get those exact dates for our future as well as our current. So obviously, we're going to be doing the Thursday for
Thursday,
this Bike
the
Week,
16th,
which is the 16th. So you know there. So
Right.
tell us about what you're planning on doing then.
So, as we've done in the past, which always works out great, Jamie is kind enough to set up an opportunity for us to sign up and get the public to come ride with us and sign up. And then we take the folks on a little ride. It's an awareness ride. We stop and have a little bite to eat or a drink, a beverage, and then we get back on the road and we wind up back here. It's 10 o'clock registration, 11 o'clock kickstands up. So make sure you know that. You can come early if you want and hang out, but don't come late because we won't be here.
And
You'll
then
miss out on all the good
auction,
stuff.
you're doing the auction in the morning part, and then when we come back,
we probably
right?
will do it both. It depends
Both.
on the attendance
Yeah,
at the time.
sure,
But usually,
sure.
whatever works, it's fun to do it. You know, we'll do.
It is
we
a
have
lot of fun.
It's a leather auction,
It is
and
a
if
lot of
anything else above and beyond the leather products that we bring out, if any of the members want to bring in stuff that we
Right,
can auction
yeah.
up as well,
Sure.
I want to do that as well, and hopefully we can raise some good money.
Yep,
So
yeah, fine.
don't
that's a
don't
good
forget
idea.
we can add yes.
Yeah.
Yes, good. Call some of your friends at other businesses.
I
and say,
got,
hey, give me
I
this
got,
stuff.
I got a leather jacket at home I could bring in.
Sure, why not? And then we'll auction that off and hopefully raise a lot more money for the event and for this wonderful charity and group that they have here.
Thank
So
you.
we really appreciate that,
Yeah.
you guys, and what you do, and what you do is amazing.
Nice.
It's amazing to see these guys around and how they deal with each other. They're a bunch of silly guys, and they enjoy the kids, and I love seeing their reaction about all the things that they experience. So, well, Salty, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
It was nice to see you, and
Thank
we'll
you.
see you again. We're going to be seeing.
I
Jamin,
did
thank
notice
you, man.
though. I
Yes.
did notice though that it is true. You gained like 20 pounds in this.
No, more like 30 pounds. What are you
My
talking about?
slimming
Look at
self.
this.
It's like a,
I'm not really.
It's like-
I'm not really this big.
it's like a good 20 pounds.
Get out
extra.
of here.
Ronan, thanks
All right,
again.
thank you, man.
Okay,
Appreciate
good to
it.
see you
Thank you.
guys.
Thank you.
Don't forget, BACA's out there waiting for you. So if you have any
Yes.
further questions, you contact Jamin Leather or the information that we'll post later on. We appreciate those guys. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Jamie.
Okay. Okay, we got a few other things to talk about today. We appreciate you. Yeah, that's great. Thank you, guys. Okay, Ryan, you're still here?
Yes, I am.
Okay, I thought we forgot about you there. So, but you're still here. We're going to talk about some other things. I think one of the things we wanted to talk about today was
Leather vests.
leather. Now we talk about leather vests. I'm going to bring out 3 different vests, and they're going to be the difference. I'm going to share with you where you can hide your candy from Easter.
Yeah, or Easter eggs. Yeah.
Or it could be Easter eggs. It could be all the candy. You know, your kids are going to have candy, or you're going to steal the candy. You need something to put it in. I got a big pocket right here. Big, huge pocket right here. I can carry about 2 dozen eggs in this one. It's so big. So, okay, CCW pockets. They're pretty crazy on the size. So just so you know, we have a lot of large pockets available. So if you're trying to hide the candy from the kids, check us out. We got a couple we're gonna show you here. So let me talk about one of the vests that we have here. So we got Jamin Leather's got a great vest. This is one of several. So we're gonna talk about 3 today. So this one here today is made of a premium lambskin leather. You can see a Jamin Leather brand right there. It's a premium lambskin leather. You can almost tell by the sheen. It's a nice and soft and spongy leather. This one here has side lacing, so you can wear it over your jacket. Now, if you wear a cut or a club vest, you might want you can put your logo on the back, and you can wear this vest over your jacket. So in case you're actually part of a club, you might want to do that. That's one of the reasons for the side lace. It's not only good looking, but you can also change out the lacing so you can maybe match your motorcycle or your outfit for the day and look really cool. So what's really nice about this is the candy stash. Right, Ryan?
That's right.
You got a nice big pocket right here for all that candy that you can steal from the kids right there. Okay, and there's a barrel loop on the inside to hold the piece in place if you decide to carry it there. It's great for your cell phone or anything else that you got, but it's a real super nice vest and a little split design on the back here, so it makes it a little bit easier to walk and sit so it doesn't bunch up on you too much. It's really nice. So it's got the one CCW pocket on that side and one on the other side as well. Really super nice lambskin leather vest for the ladies. Now, obviously, we're getting into the summer, and sometimes you want something that's a little bit cooler than leather, and here, Jamin Leather also carries a few styles of denim or canvas. This one here is a denim version, and it's got the snap up front and the 2-zipper front and side lacing as well. Side lacing is great if you're going to wear it over your jacket, or you can change the lace out and put a color that matches your bike or your outfit for the day. It's also got, let's see here, it's also got CCW pocket, and we're talking about stashing your candy, Easter candy, Halloween
right.
candy, right there. Okay.
People still have Halloween candy?
I got candy, trust
Oh.
me. Okay, either that or I'm gonna tell my wife, but I have it hiding everywhere. Okay, but this is great. One pocket on this side, and I think there's one on the other side as well. Inside pockets, a great vest for the ladies. This one here in denim. We also have a version in the men's version as well with the side lacing. So check that out when you check it out. But actually, not only have denim, but we also have club style vests. Now this one is a club style vest. We also known as a cut. We talked about that earlier. The cut is basically what most people would be wearing to put their colors on the back if they want to. If you're a motorcyclist, you don't necessarily have to be a part of a club to wear the vest, but it looks much more nicer. Actually, it came out with Sons of Anarchy TV show, actually made this style pretty popular. This is more like a sleeveless jacket is what the club vests are really these days. And this one here is really nice. It's got the easy access pocket here, which is right here. Easy access pocket with a barrel loop on the inside. That's so you can keep your candy in from Easter that you're still from the kids. They'll never know where to look. Right?
That's right.
Right. So there we go. Also, so you can notice how the pocket is before the zipper, so you don't have to unzip your jacket to get to all the goodies on the inside, whether it's your cell phone, your cigarettes, or the candy from the kids. Also, there you go. On that side there. Also on the other side here, you've got, oh, look here. It's already taken apart here. You can see the zipper that's open here. It's got the CCW pocket. Let me show you. CCW pocket right here. That's the CCW pocket is real nice because it's for the left-handed and this is for the right-handed. Right here, CCW pocket. But also the zipper is what I was getting at. The zipper actually allows you to unzip the liner of the jacket, of the vest, so you can actually not lose the pockets and have patches put here, because in the old days you wouldn't be able to get there because you'll be stitching down the pockets when you put the patches on. So the zipper is really nice. Otherwise they have to take the vest apart, and so you don't want that to happen. Make it nice and easy for the seamstress to get in there, whether you know somebody or we do it for you, whichever. We do a lot of patches here at Jamin Leather. So if you need it done, just check us out in the meantime. But this one here is a super nice one. It's got a cell phone pocket here. It's got free security tags. I mean two, but this free. They're not supposed to be there. Anyway, you got the CCW pocket on each side. Got the easy access pocket, the Mandarin type collar, as you can see here, and two chest snap down pockets. And people say, what is that hole for? Well, the hole is for your sunglass temples, so you can get off the bike and see and have it dangle there, so you don't have to worry about putting it someplace that you can't get to. That's it. Okay, now it's stuck in there because I had to put it in there because I was ready. It's not a big deal. There we go. Okay, but a really nice club vest for the men. So there's three styles of the club vests that are available at Jamin Leather. We have obviously probably about, how many styles of vest do we have? Do you remember?
Oh, yes, I do. Let me get it one second. For the total amount of leather vests that we have over 183.
183 different styles of vests at Jamin Leather. So if you're looking for a vest, we probably have the style that you need. So check that out. That includes halters, tops, vests, men's, ladies, all the above.
That's right. For the men's, we have 67 different styles.
67 men's.
And for the women, 112.
That's disproportional. 112 vests. Now let's talk about the difference between a club vest. Where's that sign? A club cut or a club vest versus a classic vest. Now, obviously, a classic vest is usually a V-neck type vest, which is like this one here. This is a classic vest that you would probably, and we have in men's and ladies styles. It comes in quite a few different leathers that we have. It's got a little crooked there. Classic vest would be a V-neck style, and usually it's either a Western style or a basic style like this one is. And usually sometimes the Western is a little bit more traditional, and the old Western style is basically there's two front pockets and just a V-neck style, a couple of seams on the back, but that's usually a standard classic vest, and they don't have side lacing for the classic styles. But then you're talking about the difference between a classic vest and a club cut or a club vest. You're talking about something that you can actually be a little bit wider. It's more like a sleeveless jacket. It would have a Mandarin collar in many cases. Sometimes we have a shirt collar, but most of them are phased out. But they are popular with the Mandarin collar, and it's also got CCW pocket on the inside, usually on those, because they have nice big pockets for your cell phone and anything else you want to carry with you. It's also got two chest pockets on most of them, and also a liner, two pockets, CCW pocket on each side. So it's really nice about the club vest. Usually there's no seams on the back. That's a common one. Not all of them are seamless, but that's just nicer for the people putting patches on the back. So a club cut is like a sleeveless jacket style that's been around for quite some time. About 20 years, they've been 25 years, pretty popular, and they've been phasing out the classic vest. So then the classic vest you can wear, and there's Western styles and all that. So there's a couple of different versions of vests. Like I said, here's the two again. A club vest right here, or a classic vest with a V-neck front. That's usually the difference between the two. Right, Ryan?
That's right. A lot of information to take in there.
I know. I'm going a little further. Now, I want to tell you we're going to talk about men's jackets for a little bit, and we're going to talk about the difference between what there, Ryan?
Yes.
We're going to talk about the difference between a men's motorcycle or an MC jacket versus a cafe racer. People ask sometimes, what is a cafe racer? They don't understand what that really means. It's actually referring to a style, and I'll share it with you now. A cafe racer is something we'll talk about in a few seconds here. But let me show you, before we go any further, I'll show you a classic motorcycle style jacket. This is one of many. Now you want to hide your candy from the kids? This is one of the ones you can do right there. So take it out of their Easter basket or their Halloween candy, and you will be able to fill up this pocket pretty good. So there's enough room in this pocket right here to put probably 1.5 dozen eggs, full-size eggs, or 2 bags of Reese's in there. Big bags. You like Reese's?
Oh yeah, who doesn't?
I know that's a redundant question, isn't it? So, classic motorcycle jacket. This one here is pretty popular for us, but if you want a nice jacket here, this is definitely one. This one's got CCW pocket on one side and the other, so you can be a lefty or righty. Either way, you've got the pockets that you need to steal the candy from the kids. Also, it's got 3 zipper front pockets. 1, 2, 3 zipper front pockets, as well as a little snap pocket right here that might be wide enough that you can put your cell phone in, so it's nice and handy. But also, if you like to use the CCW pockets, are great for your cell phone or your vape pens or your cigarettes that you may want to carry with you. This one here has the quilted shoulders, really nice. It's also got a bi-swing back, as you can see here. The bi-swing actually allows you to give you a little better reach when you're going for the handlebars, steering wheel, whatever. This one's made of the super nice lambskin leather, and it's got a few nice features on it that's a little unique. It's got the side lacing, as you can see here. You can take the side lacing out, put a different color if you wanted to be interesting, and it has zippers, butt zippers, or should I say side zippers, that will allow you to unzip. That way you can open it up a little bit, and it'll be a little more comfortable to sit in case you need a little bit more room, so it doesn't ride up when you sit in the car or the motorcycle, whatever the case may be. Really super nice satin lining on this one. CCW pocket. There's an extra cell phone pocket here as well, and it's a real nice jacket for the men in a vintage grayish black color, or taupe black color that we have here. It's an exclusive Jamin Leather brand, as you can see there. Ryan, you like this jacket?
Oh yeah, I like it a lot, especially that Jamin Leather brand.
That's right. That's right. Now let's talk about another one. I got this cafe racer style right here. Okay. This one here is really, this is a really nice one. It's got, as you can see here, you'll see the perforated panels in the front. This whole wide section is perforated all the way around, and that allows a little bit of breathing room. So so the air can go through a little bit, and then it's got armor in it as well. It's hard to show you the armor without taking it out, but it'd be impossible to take it out. This one here, it's got hard elbow pads. It's got a back pad too, as you can see. You almost see it there in the outline of it. There's a back pad, and there's also a shoulder pad that's hiding over here. So the shoulder pad. So now if you want riding real protection when you ride, this is a great option. Cafe Racer style, which is a straight front zipper, Mandarin type collar. It's got a zipper pocket on the front, which is a nice zipper pocket. It's got two front pockets as well that are also zippered, as you can see here. It's also got a little bit of adjustment on the side here, so you can actually snap it over, and that way you can give it a little bit tighter around the waist. It's also got, let's see, what else does it have here? Inside the zip is pretty heavy, so that's why I'm huffing here. So here we go. It's got this one here. Okay. There we go. It's just this little tape over the snaps, but this is a CCW pocket right here. Tape can be removed once you buy it. CCW pocket with a denim on the inside. It's also got bow loops on the inside to hold the piece in place in case you do carry. There's one on each side, I believe. No, it's a zipper on the opposite side. A zipper pocket, vertical zipper pocket, so you can hide your stash of your phone, which is nice to have, be able to close that off. It's also got a zip out liner, as you can see here. And also it's got another cell phone pocket and a pocket inside the liner, as you can see there. As is an option. So if you take the liner out, you only lose this pocket, but you still have the one inside the liner. You also have the CCW pocket on each side, and also it's a real lot of jacket for the price. It's a real good item. So real popular for us. Let me see something else. Put my eyes on. Let's see if I can see. Okay. Like I said, yeah, it's got perforation all the way down the sleeve, which actually allows air to go through, so you don't have to worry about it breathing. That's one option for you. It's a great option. It's got a little stripes on the side. Great jacket and nice heavy buffalo leather. One more jacket I want to share with you, and that'll be it for today. This one right here. Then we'll talk about the difference of cafe races versus an MC jacket. Now this one's an MC style. And it's got a hoodie that comes with it. The hoodie's right here. Also, the hoodie is on the inside here as well. It's a full size hoodie that can be worn separately if you want to. Otherwise, you use it as a liner, and it snaps in the sleeve. It also snaps in the body, so it stays in place. So it's got the snap down collar, as you can see here, the wide lapel collar. The epaulets on the shoulder, which is traditionally for your gloves or your shoulder chains or your shoulder ropes. If you're in the military, you'll understand. And also you got your zipper on the back. This one here, it's got a zipper with venting in it, and also got venting on the front here to let the air through, so the air can go one side and out the other. And then you can also take the liner, the hoodie, which has also got front pockets on it as well, that you can wear separately. CCW pocket on one side, barrel loops on the inside, CCW pocket on the other side, and it is a great option. So if you want a nice leather jacket, this one here is made of the super soft lambskin leather, so it's a super jacket for a great deal. I think it's an excellent price and very comfortable. The only difference between this and a classic motorcycle jacket, it doesn't have the belt. That's basically different. Small little pocket here, two front zipper pockets, two front chest zippers. Really, really nice. Now, as I talked about earlier, I said I want to know the difference between a classic motorcycle jacket versus a cafe racer. Now, the cafe racer, as I said before, is a little bit different and pretty much traditional. Cafe racer was given the name basically because it's don't have the large lapel collar, as you can see here. This one here is one of many cafe racer styles that we have. You can actually type in cafe racer on our website and you'll see the variety that come up. And we have it in ladies and men's versions. Not this style exactly, but there'll be a Mandarin type collar, long front zipper, and no large lapels and fancy pockets all over the place. Just maybe zippers on the chest and zippers at the bottom. That's basically what a cafe racer style is. And they're a little bit longer, just maybe an inch or two longer than a classic jacket. Now we're talking about an MC jacket. Like I said before, MC or a motorcycle jacket. This is a motorcycle, one of many styles. The only difference between this one and a traditional one is it would have the belt, and maybe the seams would be a little different. It wouldn't have the quilting on the shoulder, but this is a classic motorcycle MC jacket in an updated version. Really nice option for the guys. You got several different versions. Here's another one, like I said, with the hoodie. It's got the large lapel as well as the hoodie that comes with it. This is lambskin. They're both made of lambskin. We have them in the cowhide and buffalo. There's a lot of great options when it comes to the MC jacket. But when you search and you select from the jackets menu and you go down and you see motorcycle jackets, you'll see the cafe racers and the motorcycle styles. And there's a bunch in there. So how many styles we got there, Ryan?
Oh, for the jackets.
Yeah, jackets.
We have over 217 jackets.
217 styles of jackets. That's ladies and men, right?
That's right. For the women, we have 115. For the men, we have 101.
Wow. That's a lot of jackets. And you know something? We actually have some of these too.
Ooh.
Talk about a deal. We have a couple. We got like 15 styles that are still at that price. While they're still here, take advantage of the deal. But if you like to shop a lot, want to make sure that you shop. You get 25% off your second item and 50% off your third item. If you like to shop and you want to save a little bit, shop more, save more. That's the deal at Jamin Leather. So check that out when you get a chance. I'd like to see you shop at Jamin Leather if you have any further questions.
Oh, we do have a question from a van. Vincent's back again, asking if there are any other blazers today.
You know, Vincent, you missed last week. We had a blazer for you, and you called your name and you weren't there.
Yeah, unfortunate. Before we go, I actually have some Easter trivia. If you want to do some of that, just 3 quick questions.
Okay, give it to me there, Ryan.
All right.
Easter trivia.
All right, the first one I think you may get. Easter always falls between which 2 dates?
Between which 2 dates?
Mm-hmm.
No idea.
Oh, the answer is March 22nd and April 25th. What was in between those 2 dates?
That's okay.
Yeah, there you go.
I never knew that, but okay.
Now
Why? Do you know why?
Do I know why?
No.
Who knows why?
Okay, well, somebody will share with
Yeah, that's right.
why
You
it
can
always
comment.
falls within those dates. That's a month span, though. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, and then I got
Next
another
question.
question. The other question is about how many chocolate bunnies are produced each year.
Are we talking about Peeps or are we talking about chocolate bunnies? Oh, we're talking Peeps aren't chocolate. That's right.
Yeah.
Now, these are my Easter glasses. I just want to make sure that I get this right. There are 1,250,000 Easter chocolate bunnies.
The
How
answer
close?
is 90 million.
Wasn't even close.
All right, now this one, you have a good chance of guessing.
Okay.
All right.
I've been doing pretty bad so far, so give it to me again.
The first Easter egg were dyed what color? We got a color.
Pink.
Ooh, sort of close. It's red. The answer is red.
Red. Okay. How? Why? You don't know why? You don't know
No.
the answer. You give us
I
that.
don't look into the whys. Who looks into the whys?
People, inquiring minds want to know. Just saying, inquiring minds want to know all the reasons as to why. Since we can't give you the answer, we'll just have to defer that to sometime after Easter that you can figure out yourself. Right, Ryan?
Yeah, whenever they did it, they must have had a lot of red dye.
Somebody out there, yeah, that's it. Somebody out there will actually know the answer, and they'll share it with us later, sometime probably in July or August or whatever. So, okay, Ryan. Well, I'm all done for today. Well, we appreciate everybody hanging in there,
And
and
we got another comment. Actually, someone was asking, didn't you say that you would be wearing your own personal leather blazer for one live?
I did. Not today, but I did. But thank you for asking.
We'll have to get that in on Monday or next Friday.
We'll try to do that next time. So I'll have my blazer on. We'll start the show with the blazer on. So, okay. So for everybody out there, we want to make sure that you're liking us, following us, and sharing us on Facebook and X, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok for all those people out there. And also, if you're a YouTuber, we want you to subscribe and click on that bell so you know when the next ones are coming out. We appreciate you hanging out with us long enough. We'll be doing this again on Monday at 4 o'clock, so we appreciate you hanging out with us. And if you like my glasses, it's all about Easter. So you guys enjoy your Easter holiday weekend together, and we'll catch you up just after the holiday. Hopefully we'll hear about all the stories of where you kept your Easter candy. Like I'm gonna keep it all right here. All 24 Easter eggs right there. You know, the Cadbury kind, you know, the big guns. They'll be melted if I keep them in there too long, but I'll tell you. Okay. Well, thanks everybody. Thank you, Ryan.
Yep, no problem.
Okay, we'll see you on Monday or Friday at 4 o'clock.